please. And summing up all the story, we had many thermophilic hydrolytic novel microorganisms, growing on many different substrates, polymeric substrates, representing as bacteria, as archaea, and in the genomes of some of them we found many very interesting enzymes, and also we made some enzymology also to find, we've seen this enzymatic activity in the culture supernatants or they attached to the cell walls. I can say it now, but it's not enough time. We can discuss it later if you will be interesting. And next slide, please. And this organism could be interesting for base socialization, biomass conversion, biofuels, food processing, and detergents. Thank you for your attention. This is our laboratory, but it's, I think, 5 years ago. Now it's a little bit bigger. So I hope I have enough time for questions. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Well, is there any question or comment?
What's the biggest temperature which they can survive?
Survive or grow optimally?
No, grow I understand, but survive.
Our organisms. I think that more than 100 degrees, but actually we something like 102, 103. It depends on strain. We have many strains, but it's the higher temperature of surviving for the moment is 122 degrees. But this organism was cultivated in 40 megapascals. We are cultivating only in normal conditions. So for us, it cannot be higher than 105 degrees because we don't have enough equipment to do this. So maybe they can survive even in higher temperatures, but in higher pressures. So in our conditions, as we know, it's 102, 3 degrees for some of them, not for all of them.
You know any industrial process which use thermophilic organisms in high-scale industry?
Tag polymerase.
Not industrial.
This is a
laboratory.
Okay.
If I don't know this process, it's so you told us about advantages of thermophilics. So maybe you also told us something disadvantages. Why it's industrial process not use so good organisms so good?
First of all, they're much less studied than mesophiles. Much less studied, and I hope in future there will be some industrial processes. And of course, there are several disadvantages. It's the first one is cost of heating. But in some processes, the substrate is already heated, like syngas from steel industry, for example. So,
can you say about specific enzyme activity? As a rule, thermostable enzyme have very low activity.
It's lower. Of course, it's lower. Of course, it's lower. It's activity and stability. It's like opposite usually. And its cost is
but
much.
in use cases also.
It's lower than from fungi, from penicillium, or it's lower, but it's worked for some mutagenesis and so on. You can increase it.
Yes. You told us about much of enzyme. All this enzyme is related to purification?
No.
Only is the genomic sequence?
Yes. In this case, yes. These tables, it's just, we found it in genomes, and we found several preliminary activities in culture supernatants.
You mentioned one isolate from an oil field.
Yes.
Might that organism be useful for cleaning up contaminated earth? oil content?
I'm not sure. It's very studied field. I mean, cleaning of contamination, and so far as I know, the current knowledge is that the local organisms, microorganisms, are the best in cleaning. Like in this.
That's why I'm asking, because this is coming from the oil field.
Yes, but I think it's not good to use this strain to clean somewhere else. The local organisms where these contaminations occurs, they'll do it better and quicker. As in this Caribbean BP failure, I think through several years it will be cleaned automatically by local microorganisms.
Good, I think there is more time in the afternoon to discuss with you. Thank you very much again. And